Good morning, dear students. This is a revision video for chapter 1, Food, Where Does It Comes From, for half yearly exam. So children, here you are going to see the half yearly exam paper pattern. First, multiple choice 10 marks, fill in the blanks 10 marks, answer in one word 10 marks, match the following 5 marks, and true and false 5 marks. So children, these objective questions are for 40 marks. And the descriptive question is for 10 marks. So your total marks is 50 marks. Topics covered are food, ingredients of food, sources of food, eating habits of food, food chain, and steps to avoid wastage of food. Food. Food is one of the most important basic necessity of our life. All living things need food to survive. It provides us energy and perform various functions of our body. So food is a substance and it gives us energy to do work, grow, maintain our body and remain healthy. And we need food to live. We cannot imagine a day without food. If we will not eat the food, we will start feeling tired and weak by the end of the day. Autotrophs. In this picture we can see that plant gets energy through sunlight and it takes in carbon dioxide, release oxygen. That's why green plants make their own food through the process called photosynthesis, and they're known as autotrophs. Heterotrophs. In this picture we can see that humans are dependent upon plants and animals for their food, and they get food from outside source, and that's why they are known as heterotrophs. Three basic functions of food. Food provides us energy to work. So in this picture we can see that a boy is eating food daily on time. That's why he has the energy to do his work. If we do not eat properly, we feel tired and sleepy. And food also helps us in the body growth. So in this picture we can see that the body from infant to child, and then he grows to a adult. So food helps us to grow in body. Food also helps in building new cells to replace the old ones. It also protects us against diseases and helps to maintain a healthy and disease-free body. Ingredients. The material which are needed to prepare food are called ingredients. Ingredients are the raw materials which are required to add taste to food. So in this picture we can see there are many ingredients which add taste to our food. To eat tasty and well cooked food, many ingredients and much effort are needed. So here we can see some few ingredients and many ingredients. For rice and wheat dough we need few ingredients, whereas for dal and sabji we need many ingredients. Ingredients of food. Here we can see food items, ingredients and sources. From where do we get? For idli we need rice, urad dal, salt and water, and source is plant. For kheer we need milk, sugar and rice, and source is plant and animal. And for roti chapati we need atta and water, and the source is plant and earth. And for fruit milkshake we need banana and sugar, and the source is plant. For cooked rice we need rice, water and salt, and source is plant. Ingredients for cooked rice. To cook rice we need raw rice, water and salt. And for dal we need pulses, water, salt, oil and spices. Ingredients for cooked rice. To cook rice we need raw rice, water and salt. And for dal we need pulses, water, salt, oil and spices. Children, now we will see that why do we need to cook food. By cooking food, harmful microbes get killed due to heat and this protect us from foodborne disease like diarrhea. So if we will heat the food, all the bacteria will get killed in it, and if we will cook it, it will be soft and easy to digest, and it help us to improve the taste of food. Sources of food. Plant as a source of food. So here we will see different parts of plant that can be eaten. Roots, stems, leaves, flowers, fruits and seeds. Roots we eat. So in this picture we can see the roots that can be eaten. That is carrot, radish, beetroot, onion and potato. Stems we eat. Sugarcane is a stem that can be eaten, bamboo shoots and spring onions. Leaves we eat. The leaves that can be eaten are spinach, methi and coriander. Flowers we eat. The flowers which we can eat are cauliflower, cabbage and broccoli. Fruits we eat. The fruits which we can eat are mango, orange, apple, grapes. And seeds we eat. The seeds that we can eat are almonds, peanuts and pea. And we get oil from groundnut and mustard. Spices. Spices such as pepper, poppy, cloves and cardamom, which add taste to our food, are derived from plants. So these all are the spices and it is derived from plants and it adds taste to our food. Beverages. Tea and coffee are the common beverages consumed by us. As we know that tea is derived from the leaves of tea plant, whereas coffee is obtained from coffee beans and they are in the form of seeds. Children, here we will see activity on healthy food. As all of you know that sprouted dal is a healthy food. So to make sprouts, we soak some grains or gram seeds in water overnight. Then what will happen? It will drain the excess water and then we have to tie this with a cloth moist. So what you will see, in a day or 2 days you will see small white shoots growing from it and they are known as sprouts. So in this picture we can see that this is a sprout and we can make this sprout tasty by adding chopped onions, tomatoes, coriander, lemon juice and some spices to it. Did you know? Children, you must be very careful when choosing what part of a plant you want to cook, because some plants are poisonous and harmful and not fit as a food. So here we can see some examples. Bitter radish, bitter almonds and green potatoes all contain toxic substance. So we should not take all these plants in our food. Animals as a source of food. Poultry animals, dairy animals and honey. Poultry animals. Fish, chicken and goat are the important sources of human food. Now we will see that animal which gives us egg. So the animals which gives us egg are hen and ducks. Now animal which provide egg and meat are called poultry animals. And this all are poultry animals: chicken, egg, meat and fish. Dairy animals. Now here we will see some dairy products. Cow and buffalo gives us milk. Butter, cream, cheese and curd is obtained from the processing of milk, and ghee is obtained from milk fat. Honey. Honey is obtained from honey bees, and you can see in this picture that honey bee is sitting on a flower and they eat nectar from the flower of plants, and nectar is a sweet juice prepared by flowers of the plants. Eating habits of animals. All the animals do not eat the same type of food. So here we can see that they are based on their food habits, and animals can be divided into following categories: herbivorous, carnivorous and omnivorous. Herbivorous. Animals which eat only plants are called herbivorous. So here we can see some example of herbivorous: cows, buffaloes, horses, goats and sheep. Carnivorous. Animals which eat other animals are called carnivorous. Examples of carnivorous are tiger, lion, snake and wolf. Omnivorous. Animals which eat both plants and animals are called omnivorous. So the example of omnivorous are humans and pigs. Omnivorous also consume seafood, including crabs and prawns, and beside there is a large variety of fish. Food chain. Plants are called producers as they produce food, and plants are the first in the food chain, which is made available to other living organisms through the food chain. Animals depend upon plants for the food directly or indirectly. That's why they are called consumers. So in this picture we can see a food chain showing who eats whom. A deer is a herbivore and it eats grass, and the deer is eaten by carnivore, that is lion. So in this way the food chain is formed. Steps to avoid wastage of food. We must prepare food in the required quantity. If we will prepare extra food, so we have to throw it out. So we should prepare the food in required quantity. Heating prevents food from spoiling. So in this picture we can see that we boil the milk so that it does not get spoiled. Certain food items can be preserved by just drying them in the sun. So in this picture we can see that we can dry the chips in the sun, and then we can preserve it later and fry it and have the chips. To protect from germs, flies and insects, it must be stored in closed containers. So we should store the food in the closed containers to protect it from germs, flies and insects. To avoid bacterial growth or attack, food can be refrigerated or frozen. So we should refrigerate or freeze the food in the fridge. Thank you dear students. Your revision for chapter 1, food where does it comes from, is complete, and best of luck for your exams.